Okay, I'm not normally someone who records videos in my car, but I just was at the chiropractor and had a really cool experience. I guess I believe in synchronicities, signs, starting to realize that I know I've had a strong intuition, but it's like sometimes even beyond just a sense of knowing, and it's like I don't know, just this knowing. And I've known for a long time that our success is holistic in nature. It's integrative. If you've been in my world for any period of time, you know that I talk about this a lot. And it's why I believe that, one coach, one mentor, etc., isn't going to be the end all be all, and why so many people have like ongoing issues in their lives because they're not addressing their success, their life. And when I say success, yes, I'm talking about business, career, etc., but beyond that, life success. They're taking it one little thing at a time. Like, oh, I have this pain over here. Oh, I have this thing over there. Let me fix that. Let me treat that. And the problem is, I mean, that's honestly like how most of us, especially in like the more westernized cultures, where we focus more on Western medicine, we kind of approach things, one thing at a time, right? Like you go to an orthopedic surgeon to address the issues. In my case, I had back surgery 20-ish years ago. Or you go to the chiropractor to help you get rid of the pain in your neck, or you go to the nutritionist or the health coach to help you lose weight. You go to all of these different people, and that's, I mean, like physical therapist. If you even talk about like doctors, like you go to different doctors for different things. And that's great. They all specialize in one part of the body, but the problem is that they don't all work together. And it's the same with business. Like you have coaches that do social media. You have coaches that help you with mindset. You have coaches that do more strategic, like scaling, help you build out your teams kind of thing. And what we have is a lot of people in this industry, in all of these industries, trying to either be, from the coaching perspective, trying to do everything, and they're not meant to do. Potentially they're supposed to be in their zone of genius. And the same thing with like these doctors that they're specialists, and you have to be a specialist to a point to be in your zone of genius per se, and not doing things you're not meant to do. But they don't look at it from the holistic view, the whole picture. And life needs to be looked at from the integrative view, the holistic view, the big picture view of things. And that is not what's happening in so many facets. And that's not what's happening in, the coaching industry in particular. I want to talk about, like, but with healers, coaches, etc. So, coming back to my little story, the chiropractor, I believe in this integrative approach. It's why I coach alongside other people. It's why, I have clients that when they work with me one-on-one, oftentimes that also includes other specialists. That might include their yoga instructor. It might include their nutrition coach. It might include an energetic blueprint guide to come along for the ride, to make sure that they are getting the support that they need to address all of their things that are in impacting their success, really. Because when you have health issues, when you have, like for me, I've been at the chiropractor for my shoulder pain, and I was talking to my energy blueprint guide this morning, and I had recently been seeing some stuff around like throat chakras coming up for me. And then I was talking to her, and she's like, well, yeah, because I've been kind of working in the background on some of this stuff to like open up, your expression even more, which you've heard me talking about a lot as well. But so she's been doing that in the background. So she's like, you might feel some stuff coming up. I'm like, God, that makes so much sense, because I'm like, I feel like I'm doing everything on this pain and it's getting better, but it's not going away. And then it made sense with like the chiropractic issues, because I'm like, it'll help, but then like the things are still rising because I'm still haven't worked through all of the issues. So anyway, had this discussion with her today. Then I go into the chiropractor, and just our discussion naturally led to that. And he's like, that makes so much sense. And then he's like, I actually have this patient, a while back, that she'd had some like lingering hip issues. And, as we really like, he was doing some really deep tissue, not just adjusting, but like tissue work. I mean, he's like, sometimes this can like make people nauseous. And he's like, I remember doing this with one woman on her hip, and she just started like crying, and it brought up all this stuff with like her stepmother. I think it was stepmother. I don't remember. But yeah, it was a step something. And it brought up all this emotional stuff, and she just started crying. And that's the thing, your emotions get stuck in your body. And when you're addressing, so we had a little discussion about this, and he's like, yeah. And he's just like, and then these patients that like have like this one couple that came in, and this guy was just like, they were just fighting, complaining, just so negative all the time. And like ended up with cancer 6 months later and died. Like, and I don't want to be doom and gloom, but the thing is your physical health, your mental health, your wellness, it's all related. And so is your business success. The reason you're not making the money you want, it's the same reason that you have that lingering pain. It's the same reason that you are constantly arguing with your husband, or why you're having, or have relationship issues with other relationships in your life, maybe, parents, siblings, friends, or you maybe just can never get close to someone, etc. Or you have money and then it goes away. All of these are all just different scenarios, but they're all related. It's all interconnected. And the only way to really, truly find that long-lasting, sustainable success is with an integrative, holistic approach to doing it, which is why when you work with me, I address not just, the why, or helping you write content or helping you make money in your business. I address why that's coming up, what else is happening, and what other areas might you need to explore and dig into, so that we can ultimately, I help you to get to the root cause of why all of those things are happening. And then if you want, we call in the right support to address them all at the same time, or we just concentrate on the one area, but you know exactly where you need to go, because that is the way of the future. And it is the way of the future is also us focusing on our zones of genius and pulling in those right people, but looking at success, looking at wellness, looking at happiness from that holistic view. That's how we have to do it. That is the way of the future. And it's how we're going to evolve. So you may have noticed recently, like a lot of fast moving changes, things have been coming up in you. You have really probably been going through a lot, and I'm recording this, I don't even know the date, May 25th, I think? No, maybe. End of May-ish, May 23rd, something like that, 2025. But whenever you're seeing this, you may have experienced this as well and felt this. And if you're experiencing pain and you're not making the money in your business, or they might be related, right? Or if you have been fighting a lot with your husband and you aren't able to break through into the next level in your business, probably related. So I think you're getting the gist here, and I'm going to be talking a lot more about a lot of these concepts, but I just wanted to come in and record this one in particular this morning as I finished up at the chiropractor, because it was just so fresh. And as he was saying that, and us having this discussion around alignment, and it's not just the physical, like from his aspect, he deals with the physical. And as an embodiment coach and success coach, I help people with the internal. And that's why I said, I help people process the internal part of that, because, it's those stuck emotions that are causing the pain. And he's like, yes. So it's all related. It's all related. And, the more you unlock this within yourself, the more things are going to work. So from the perspective of business, the way that you're going to make more money, the way that you're going to stop burning out, because you might even be making the money you want, but you're burning out in order to fucking have it. It's to address this. And it's to get the right support that can address you at all levels, so that you can go out and be the badass that you're meant to be. So if this resonates for you, send me a message and let's talk.